Good morning, Stephen.
Is Munyonyo. I'm coming to you from Fusion Eco Resort, formerly known as Fusion Auto Spa. It's a bit drizzling here in the areas surrounding Munyonyo, Gaba, that side of Kansanga and Bunga. But in times like this, one would want maybe to make himself or herself comfortable with a beer. But according to some concern from a section of some people, led by Toroman MP Sarah Chengo Pendi, they are saying that consumption and sale of alcoholic drinks should be regulated and should be starting around 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on working days and on weekends from midday to midnight. This is a concern that is also getting to their brewers, the brewing companies. I'm talking about also the distributors, the truck drivers, but also people like Rogers Baruti, who is the manager at Fusion Eco Resort. These people are the ones in the sale and distribution of alcoholic drinks. The alcoholic drinks control bill. First of all, let's begin with your immediate reaction to it. Does it make you comfortable?
Good morning, Stephen, and good morning, viewers. Regulation is good. It is good, but to what context and who are the beneficiaries and those that are concerned in the industry? So for regulation, that's a go. We need to regulate the industry. There are existing laws that we follow in this industry in general. Some are very old, they need to be amended. Yes, there we agree. But according to the bill introduced, you have some clauses, things about time, about the volume and things like that that really need to be scrutinized so that we don't end up falling victim, but yet again also society thrives. Yes.
You know, when we talk about regulation, times like this when schools are breaking off, there could be a school that maybe those who senior 6 vaccines, they could want to come maybe to a place like this one, and you may expect that maybe 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds will be coming here to consume a soda. But you may end up seeing that some could even end up taking a beer. This could also spoil the young generation or the next generation.
True, but all this we've been handling since way before. We have conferences and sensitizations by the brewery. We also follow the law. It's illegal to sell an alcoholic drink to anyone below 18 years, and that we follow. Those internally we control. Binge drinking, you know, in such premises when somebody is really drunk, you get to a cutoff point and say, you've had enough, you really need to go home. Under 18, we host schools here because our facility has a lot of amenities, but when they come here they are supervised, and we also follow precautionary measures to make sure that they are comfortable and they don't engage into things like alcohol.
You know, since this bill was introduced in Parliament, some people got scared already. They think that it's already a law, they think it's already operational, and we're going into a high season, a festive season. I'm talking about December and towards the end of the year. Yeah. This is a place that you would expect that will be having high turn-up of people, and when they have these scares, don't they also scare you that people are also getting scared?
Yeah, it is scary, but I mean, once discussion starts in the Committee of Parliament, we expect all stakeholders concerned to go and make their case. I mean, things like, for us as retailers, I would refer to us, things about the clause about time. You know, the society has changed. You can't really regulate time for a facility like this that is a hotel. You know, I have a guest who has come here to spend the night, you know. In the morning, breakfast, you know, they say beer is the biggest reliever of a hangover. So a client wants breakfast, they want beer on the side. What are you going to do? So in regulation, you have to look at maybe the kind of licenses that are going to be issued, where applicable, and which places sell what. But you can't do a blanket regulation about time.
I know there is, you have an association as people operating this business. If once you called into Parliament, you've talked about various stakeholders. What views are you likely to present before Parliament?
First of all, I think what concerns us most as I've read the bill, is the time aspect. You can't regulate time. People work in shifts, you know. What you call the drinking period, let's say where they propose 6 to 10, somebody will be leaving work at 10 and they have the entire night and day to themselves. So you can't regulate on that. So we need to find a consensus on that. We also need to look at the people we employ. The shifts are getting shorter, which means little pay for workers and all that. The livelihoods of people also need to be considered. Other factors like the volumes in which alcoholic drinks should be sold, I think the breweries should be able to make a case in that aspect, yes.
You know, when they're talking about the time, people are saying that during COVID lockdown, people used to take the beers or the alcoholic drinks from their homes. What stops you, according to Saro Pendi, what stops people from drinking from their homes beyond 10 p.m.?
There are many factors. You know, alcohol has a way of relieving depression. You're not going to, it's just like football. When you say you have a TV at home, you're going to watch the game at home. It's a different feeling. You're not going to confine people at home for the sake of family and values and things like that. People need to go out and about, relieve stress and all that. You're not going to confine people home because you're scared. Society is too policing these days. You're not going to police everything. People just need to be sensitized, ensure that they drink what they can manage, and life goes on, really. Yes.
Okay, as we try to conclude, with this bill in offing, but also a festive season, what would you tell people as they head into this festive season, where you expect to do much of your business?
Well, as we go into the festive season, let's drink responsibly. It is a statement that appears on all alcoholic drinks to start with. Let all the associations where we belong make our cases. We go to Parliament and make our case. The breweries, the associations of hotel owners, bar owners, the association of service staff and all these things. People need to go and make their case so that the bill doesn't just pull through and pass as it is right now, yes.
I need to connect to Ivan Walunyolo, who is in Entebbe, trying to give us an update on the road that is Kasenyi, where they're working on. But also you from Munyonyo, from Cape to that side of Munyonyo, there is a road that is under construction because of the non-aligned movement summit that's happening next January. This road has been closed for 2 months now. How has it affected business around this place?
Well, first of all, we welcome the infrastructure development. Finally, a solution has been found for the flooding that was happening around our parking gate. We welcome that, but we're really devastated in terms of business. Traffic flow we've caused a lot of inconvenience during this construction, but we pray that all is well after, because people need a smooth road. Yeah, but we expect a flow. After we have an access point that is open, people can still access us. We ask them to bear with us as this goes on, but we're doing our best, and we hope the government also means well.
As you anticipate business around the summit?
You know, I am very optimistic that the summit is good for the country. However, the people concerned haven't done enough sensitization. What they've done is chase people from the street. I think government needs to sensitize people about what is happening, what is going to happen, rather than chasing people off the road and all these. People will get not to understand or benefit from really such conferences that come.
Okay, your final word to the public as we wind up this conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen who are watching NTV, I request that everyone talks to their representative in Parliament so that they give their views about this bill, about alcohol consumption and regulation. We also call upon all the stakeholders in the business to go and make their case in the Committee of Parliament.
Thank you so much. Rogers Baluti is the manager of Fusion Eco Resort here in Munyonyo. Of course, we've heard it from him. And now let me connect to Ivan Walunyolo from Entebbe, giving us an update on Kasenyi Road works.